I would like to thank the British Council and Mayor Sharon and her team for affording us the opportunity to take part in the British Council online program. I have broken these into 4 segments. The first one is going to be the purpose of the program. The second one, it will be why global partnership. The third one is going to be the importance and the significance of the partnership. And the last one is going to be on the benefit of the partnership to the teachers who are linked with schools in Wales. Thank you. Hello everyone. I would like to thank the British Council and Mayor Sharon and her team for affording us the opportunity to take part in the British Council online program. I have broken these into 4 segments. The first one is going to be the purpose of the program. The second one, it will be why global partnership. The third one is going to be the importance and the significance of the partnership. And the last one is going to be on the benefit of the partnership to the teachers who are linked with schools in Wales. Thank you. Okay, let's just look at the program. If one was taking part in the British Council program, one will see that it was a very rigorous, it was a very comprehensive, and at the same time, it was an empowering, and it was something to take worth of. The program, the purpose of it is to promote international collaboration and to also promote professional development. Under international collaboration, we here at St. Joseph's High School, we had been linked with Kwadekai High School, and we are very grateful, Ms. Vicky, for being part of this wonderful team. We are all aware that as schools that are linked with the schools in Wales, for us to make the partnership to be effective and to work, we were told that we have to communicate on a constant, or we have to communicate most of the time to make sure that we are keeping the friendship and the partnership alive. So to us who are in the cluster, it's very important to work together, to communicate whatever is being communicated, to make sure that we are pushing a Korokoro cluster. Let's make it a point to make sure that the partnership becomes alive and the partnership becomes sustainable. Professional development, it was one of the themes which formed the core of that program. As teachers, we were being reminded of the modern teaching approaches that we had to adopt in our schools, because at the end or at the core of the program, it was all about making sure that learners succeed at the or against all odds. So we know we are the facilitators. We are the ones who have to bring the change and to make sure that regardless of the circumstances where our learners come from, we've got to make sure that they are all going to proceed and they are all going to be people in the other time. We came across what I would call my aha moment, like Me would be saying, Me Vuyo and Me Tuli. It was the cooperative learning strategy whereby we were being equipped about the different approaches that we had to use in our classroom situation. We were also being taught or given content about the 21st century critical thinking skills. We are not in a position to produce learners who are just consuming knowledge or consuming information and then reproducing it as it is. These are people, we've got to allow them to think. We've got to allow them to make sure that they reach the higher level order questions. And by so saying, I'll be going to the second one. Why global partnership? One would say we had been linked with the schools in Wales to make sure that we here who are in Lesotho, there has to be change. Because if one can make maybe an assumption, we are schools which are not delivering. And I believe the purpose was to shape us as teachers to make sure that at the end there will be change in our school. We are all aware that the change that we want to see in our schools, it is being guided firstly by the clear principle, by us being equal with our partners in Wales, and by making sure that at the end of it all, we keep the friendship going forever. We are also saying this partnership is significant in the sense that as teachers, we are being equipped with skills that would enable us to tackle the global issues, such as issues like climate change. Remember the video that was taken by St. Joseph. Bunolo was presenting. She was doing something or presenting the information on how climate change has impacted us here on Lesotho. I am also planning, or I had just proposed with Mefiki that with some of my learners, we can organize a way in which we can discuss the Sustainable Development Goals, simply because these are issues which are concerning the whole world. We come to the significance of the partnership. One would ask himself or herself, is this important? Is this partnership between Lesotho and schools Wales important? We will forever be reminded we are global citizens. And by virtue of being global citizens, we are forever interacting, and that is the opportunity that we've got to afford to our learners. So through this partnership, our learners are being exposed to other cultures. They have the insight now of where is Wales. They also know that Wales, if here it is 12 o'clock midday, is 2 hours behind. These are some of the things that learners are learning about this country. And I believe Mefiki and the team, more is coming, Dr. Mark and the rest of the team, I believe more is coming, whereby we will have to expose our learners to the Welsh culture, and at the same time, we are learning from the Basotho culture. So this is an opportunity that is being given to our learners to know more, because the world is a global village at the end of it all. And we are also saying children or learners, they are being given the opportunity to sharpen their skills. I remember one time telling Mefiki that I'm struggling with my learners who are unable to express themselves, but is this kind of the chances or opportunities whereby we will have to work hard to make sure that our children at one point in time, they will be in a position to express themselves in English. And we learned through the British Council program that once these learners had been part of this, they are in a position to learn about each other, from each other, and with each other. Come tomorrow, we will be having that session whereby the world will be celebrating the International Children's Rights there. And indeed, St. Joseph's High School will be taking part like it did last year. Similarly, due to the excitement and the enthusiasm among our learners, we had seen over the past weeks the drawings, the audios, which were done here in our school as a way to make sure that children have to know that there is the wealth out there. The question that remains is, are our teachers also benefiting from this partnership? Indeed, they are benefiting. Simply because we know that for this partnership to be a success, teachers had to be involved. The moment to give people the sense of belonging, the we part, they will make that activity to be a success. So across some of the information that we came across in the course was the Belbin's theory, whereby we were being exposed to different personalities of people, and to make sure that once in a school complex, we will have to involve other people depending on their personality traits. You can look at those who are thought-oriented, you can also look at those who are action-oriented, and you can also look at those who are people-oriented. Currently, myself being somebody who is of the old school, I'm being assisted by one of our teachers who is very young. And you can see he is a specialist as a person who forms part of this group. Again, some of the things that are happening here at school concerning the partnership, they are being made or being implemented by our principal, who is making sure that this becomes a reality. So the day you allow people to be part of any project and to involve them, they are going to have or display the we, it belongs to us. And towards the end of the program, Bomme Tuli and Bomme Vuyo, they reminded us that as teachers, we are facilitators. As teachers, it's our responsibility to unleash the potential of all the learners. We are teaching people who are not homogeneous, but at the same time, we've got to allow for the creativity, we've got to allow for learners to be innovative, because that is what the world needs. This is what the 21st century needs. We need those people who are not only skilled mentally, but those who will be able to be creative and innovative. And at the core of that, we are going to achieve it if we allow our learners to be critical thinkers, encourage the learners to be the critical thinkers simply by asking the high order questions. That is how, as us the staff, we are going to make sure that the program has been of significance to us. Along the journey, we were introduced to what are known as the cooperative learning strategies. Those cooperative learning strategies are things like the tea party, the jigsaw, the round table. I remember that Saturday very well when Mayor Vuyo assigned us the work. Very quickly, I Googled the information and I texted to some of my colleagues here at St. Joseph to say, wow, look what we have been told. This is what is important. Unlike the old group work, these are the modern ways of teaching learners, whereby they are being equipped with problem-solving skills. They're also being promoted or given the reasoning skills, and they're also being given the decision-making skills, whilst on the other hand, they become independent and accountable. It's our duty as teachers to make sure that we promote the critical thinking skills. This is what the world needs in this 21st century. Thank you, British Council. Thank you, Ms. Sharon and the team, and for making this a reality.